Welcome to episode 49 of My Views Extended. I'm your host, Nadia, and thank you so much for joining me this week. You can listen to this podcast on my blog, nadiadanella.com, or you can go to YouTube where closed captioning is available. And my YouTube channel name that the blog is on is at Nadia Danella. You can also, if you are inclined to, you can also go ahead and look up my other channel, Nadia's Kitchen Creations, which has some cooking videos and which I post 2 new videos a week, usually one dessert and one main or side or some kind of bread, pastry, etc. So you can go check that out too. It's Nadia's Kitchen Creations on YouTube. So yeah, your reviews for this podcast, from my blog, for my cooking channel are greatly appreciated. Any shares, likes, comments that you leave, I do thank you for that. It does help me grow and get myself out there. If you have any questions, you can contact me at myviewsextended@gmail.com, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. And I'll leave links to all of my social media sites in the show notes. Those generally include Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, a little bit of Pinterest. So some life updates this week. Not much has changed from last week. Still hustling to get these cooking videos out. I'm quite happy that I'm seeing episode 49. So when I have my 52 episodes up, I think, or maybe the 53rd, I might do some kind of giveaway. I'm not really sure because I didn't do one for last year of blogging, which was, I think, year 6 or something of blogging, something like that. I don't know. I think I've been doing blogging since 2011. Anyway, so I might do something for that 52 episodes because I do enjoy it, of course. I'm not doing anything that I don't enjoy, but it's a lot of work, and just kind of as a congratulations to myself and a thank you to the people that do listen, even though I know at this point it's a small audience, but that's okay. I do appreciate you for taking the time to listen, and this will grow. It just takes time because this is a huge space and there are a lot of creators starting every day, ending every day, and continuing every day. So there are a lot of podcasts to wade through, and I just haven't caught fire yet, and I'm okay with that because, like I said, I'm doing it for me, not just to make a name for myself in some capacity. Anyway, yeah, what else is going on in life? I guess, I've been really good. I'm doing really well since I think I started earlier in the year doing workouts with Lucy. She's in real life a fitness trainer, but she's also been doing YouTube for a while, and I've been working out with her since I think I started in January, February, March or April of this year. So I'm still doing that. Sometimes I do her workouts. Other times I just do like a random freestyle workout, but am managing to get my schedule straight where I'm working out 5 to 6 days a week in the morning before I start anything, because like a lot of people, I think that if we don't do it right away, we are not going to get it done at all. So I'm pretty proud of myself for getting that workout done and out of the way early in the morning. It's not a long workout. It's generally 10 to 15 minutes, but it is what my body can manage, and yeah, that's what I do. Let's see. I'm a step closer to starting a knitting crochet project, sort of. I've just been winding the colors that caught my eye that I have a couple small stashes, so I just pulled out the colors that I really liked, and yeah, and I forgot how annoying the winding of the material can be, because unfortunately they do tangle, and even with the winder that I have or borrow from my sister, I just find it's just easier to do it by hand because they just constantly get tangled, and I was like, find myself cutting and I'm like, that's not going to look nice in the end. So I just had to forego the winder and do it by hand, and it actually ended up being quicker because on the winder, I don't know, as careful as I am, maybe I just had a bad batch of wool, but yeah, it was just getting tangled and knotted, and it's just annoying. And so I'm like, yeah, so I'm pretty much almost done with that. The project is coming. I don't know what it is yet. Actually, I do. I think I'm going to probably either do a throw, like for a bed or the couch, probably for a bed, or kind of want to do maybe a couple hats, beret type hats, toques. Yeah, or a throw for now. We'll see. I kind of want to do a baby throw, but I'm not really sure because I don't have a baby, or I don't know any babies personally, but for some reason that's kind of in the back of my mind too. Anyway, it's coming. Let's see what else. Oh, Kai, my cat, she has a new veterinarian, and I'm very happy with them. So I will be talking about the new veterinarian and all my yearly posts that I do on Nadia at my blog, nadiadenal.com, just talking about her yearly visit. I've been doing that, I think, since I've had her. Either that or the second year that I had her, I started doing that. So that's coming, hopefully by the first week of December. I'll see. Let's see. Oh, Christmas decorations in the apartment are well on their way to being up. I'm not done. I still have a lot to do, but the Christmas tree is out of the box, although not decorated, because Kai has to get used to it. I've found I've had to do this so she can get used to it and not climb it when it's fully decorated and destroy my wonderful work, because that's very annoying. We did have the talk, and I know that she doesn't care. It's basically a new plaything for her, and this is why people with in-house pets cannot have nice things, or the nice things that they have are very, very limited. Yeah, cats and dogs just like to destroy your stuff because they think everything that you bring into the house is for them. Oh, I am still amazed that it's the end of November and I still don't need a heavy coat or jacket. Some days not at all. They're that warm. I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever get used to that warmth in November and December and January and February. I will say I do not miss the snow that I'm seeing in other parts of Canada. Yeah, I've seen people for a long time getting dumped on, and since I left, I still am like, yeah, you can keep it. I want no part of it. If I really, really want to see the snow, I'll either have to make a wintertime visit back to Ontario or go up to the mountains of BC. But for now, I'm good. More than good with it. I've had a lifetime of the white stuff, so they can keep it. I think that's pretty much it for life updates. I'm sure there's more, but that's all I can remember right now. So that is it. I was reading an article. I think it's actually kind of an older article, but it was kind of interesting. And some weeks, I just want to keep the podcast lighter. It was basically an article, 10 Things That You Can't Say to a Canadian, from readersdigest.ca by Daniel Reed. I have to say I disagree with most of them because I'm Canadian, so I think I have some authority to speak for myself as a Canadian. Obviously, I don't speak for everyone else, but I'm sure some people will agree with me. So it's 10 things, so I'll just go through the list. I'm okay with many of the things on the list, or disagreeing, I should say, with many of the things on the list because I was born and raised in Canada, and I'm just going to say it right now, no one is pulling my Canadian card from me but me, and that would take a lot. So the first thing was anything in a fake Canadian accent. Sure, some, and by I mean not most of us, do sound, with that fake Canadian accent that you see in the movies and stuff, but I do have to say that a lot of Americans, especially around the Minnesota state area, they sound just the same as us. They pronounce things the same way as a lot of us do. So I don't know. That fake Canadian accent more sounds like people in the Minnesota area. I'm just saying. Number 2, disparaging comments about hockey. Honestly, I could care less if anybody says anything about hockey. I've tried to watch hockey many times over the years, and it bores me. I'm not a fan of fights, which is why I know that many people do watch hockey. So you can say anything you want about hockey. It really doesn't bother me. And I know it doesn't bother a lot of other Canadians either. And number 3, cheese and gravy. Ew. I have to say that I agree. Unfortunately, I have to say I agree. I'm not a big I'm not a fan of poutine at all. Poutine, I say poutine. I'm not a fan of it, although I know a lot of non-Canadians love it just as much as many Canadians do. But that's basically because I'm not a fan of gravy. I will make it if somebody that I'm feeding likes gravy, I'll make it for them. But for myself, I'm not a fan of it. And then the cheese curds, I love cheese, and I like fries, but I'm not a fan of poutine. I'm like, I'm good, thanks, enjoy it. I'm not going to say ooh while somebody's eating it because that's rude, but I'm not a fan of it. You don't have to like it. It's not offending me as a Canadian. Saying sorry for everything. That I will give the article. I say sorry all of the time, and a good portion of the time, even when it's not my fault. Like if somebody bumps into you or whatever, I'll say sorry even though I know I didn't do it. It's a terrible habit, but I am getting better at it. I do find myself stopping when it's not my fault. But yeah, I think that's just an ingrained thing in us. I don't know if you can ever let that thing go. Fifth one, yeah, I didn't like that one. Anyway, the number 6, Canada is the 51st U.S. state. Well, that's not funny and that's not cute. We've all heard the jokes for years. We are not little USA. I frankly think you should go jump in a lake and take your stupid humor with you. And those Canadians who are so enamored with the US have probably already moved there or are in the works to move there or make it their permanent residence. Good for them. I have nothing against Americans. A good portion of my family lives in the States and or were born in the States, so I'm not against Americans, obviously, but I'm very proud of my country, and that's not funny. We're not part of the United States, so yeah. Number 7, Canadian beer sucks. Well, like a lot of things in life, that's a personal preference. If you don't like Canadian beer, no big deal to me. Let's see, a boot. A boat. You know what we're saying, even if the accent comes out. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. What's the big deal? Like, people have accents. Everyone has an accent. I don't know. Maybe people make fun of our accents because we're supposedly more polite and we're not going to, say anything back to them. Maybe that's why they feel that they can make fun of our accent. I don't know. Sometimes I say about, sometimes I say about. Did that sound different at all? Probably not, but you know exactly what I meant. Number 9, talking about your religious beliefs. I never believed in that. I kind of felt like as long as the conversation remains respectful, I don't see the big deal with talking about religion or politics or even money. But I will say that those conversations should probably be had in person because too many statements can be misinterpreted online. The inflection in your voice, your expression, your body language, all that stuff. If you don't have that, a lot of statements can be misinterpreted online. So I personally say bring on the conversation about religious beliefs, and how are we supposed to learn about each other if we don't talk about the taboo subjects? Number 10, Quebec should separate from Canada. I don't think that it should, because I think that is a big part of what makes Canada Canada, but I know that many Quebecois believe that they should separate. Obviously, that's personal preference, personal belief. But if they do want to separate in general, if they do vote to and are successful in separating from Canada, they have to realize that they're going to do it on their own. If you want to be a separate country, you have to have your own currency, your own trade deals, trade agreements, military, etc. You can't separate from the country and have all the benefits as if you are still part of Canada. And that's just my opinion only. You don't have to agree with it, nor would I expect anybody to. That's just how it is. So is there anything on the list that you agree with or disagree with? I will leave the link to that readersdigest.ca list by Daniel Reed in the description box. This week's quote or saying of the week: life is full of give and take. Give thanks and take nothing for granted. Author unknown. Life is full of give and take, and I find that so true whether we want to believe it or not. For me, that was a reality that I came to know early on, a compromise, I guess you could call it. Sometimes, or often unfair, but that's just the game of life. And it depends on how you want to deal with consequences of the give and take. The give and the take could be as simple as someone giving someone who you see in a hurry your spot in line at the grocery store. Your take could be as simple as needing a carton of milk for your kid and you getting the last one on the shelf. Your give could be as large as spending your bonus or your overtime money on filling up a grocery cart for your local food bank a few times a year. Your take could be needing groceries for you and your family and getting them from your local food bank, on a weekly basis. Give thanks and take nothing for granted. I'll be honest, I don't always remember to give thanks, but I'm getting better at it, even if it's for the small things in life. Being thankful for not waking up in too much pain, being thankful for a decent night's sleep, even though they are far and few between these days, being thankful for a day of sunshine on this not so sunshiny coast of BC, being thankful for food in my cupboard and in my fridge and freezer, being thankful for childhood memories on days when the adulthood isn't going so well or like I would like it to go. I take nothing for granted because nothing is promised. I don't have a right to a lot of things. I have to earn, and much of what I have is not just given. Another lesson I learned early in life. I don't know if I want to be given everything if I didn't earn it. Something that I do not have a problem doing is obviously the earning it. Now, while I'm working my butt off, I'm waiting for the rewards. Some of those rewards have come, but the rest I'm still waiting on. But that's okay because they will come. Life is full of give and take. Give thanks and take nothing for granted. What's your take on that quote of the week? What I'm grateful for this past week. I'm grateful that I see the finish line of 2016 in the horizon. Not that I'm trying to rush 2016 along, but I'm okay that the end of 2016 is coming. There's a lot to get accomplished still on my to-do list for the year, but I'm not in a panic about it or life in general, which is really great for me, probably a first in many years, not panicking about deadlines. I think I'm going to have to pat myself on the back for that one. I'm content about a lot of things in my life. I'm at peace and yet I'm open. As long as I keep moving forward, keep getting better at my crafts, I believe that everything will be all right. Well, more than all right, it will be great. I have to believe that. My time is coming. I don't know in what capacity, but it will. And I'm not saying this out of vanity or that I'm the greatest of anything or at anything other than being me, which of course is a work in progress. But I do know that it's important. Well, I feel that it's important to speak, along with the hard work, of course, speak what you want and desire into existence. And part of that, not all of that, but part of that for me is my digital online entrepreneurship, my writing, of course, which is my first passion, and of course, my personal happiness and peace. And of course, that's keeping things very broad. There are other things in there. So yeah, I'm just grateful for the finish line and knowing that I will continue to put everything that I can into all of the things that are to come for me. What are you grateful for this past week or this week coming up or today or whenever you're listening to this? Thank you for tuning in to episode 49 of My Views Extended. I would love to hear feedback and comments of what you think of this podcast and the topics that I've discussed this week. I would love to have some online interaction, so please drop your questions or opinions respectfully in the comment section. None of us will ever agree on the same thing, so if you don't agree with or like what I have to say, kindly move on to someone else's podcast. You can listen to My Views Extended at NadiaDanella.com and on YouTube at Nadia Danella, where you can subscribe, like, rate, and or leave a comment, and where closed captioning is available. I will leave links in the show notes, and as more listening platforms are added or changed, I will let you know. Until next time, this is Nadia.